that 5-page ebook you're using, it's just not working. It's actively attracting freebie seekers and repelling your ideal high-ticket clients. What got you to 30k per month is now what's keeping you from scaling to 150k per month. After studying over 100 of the most successful high-ticket client acquisition systems, I noticed a massive pattern. What works in 2025 isn't information, it's personalized transformation. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 critical reasons why your old lead magnet is failing, and then the new automated system that delivers a unique solution to every single prospect without you lifting a finger. So the first out of these 4 reasons why traditional lead magnets don't work anymore is that you need to sell or give out transformation rather than information. And in 2018, 2019, 2020, it was very popular to give out free ebooks, these 5-page PDFs, and they actually worked. They worked really, really well. You got a lot of leads and you got a lot of clients by giving out free stuff. You gave away free information to prospects. It could be like a free ebook about how to increase your ROAS, for example. And don't get me wrong, it worked really, really well. But giving out information doesn't work anymore in 2025. And the reason for that is that people don't care as much about information anymore. People care about transformation. People care about getting results. They don't have the time or attention or interest in reading your, I'm sorry, but shitty 5-page PDF, because it takes a lot of effort to read through it and actually find what's helpful for their unique situation. And most often they don't even get that much value out of it. But what actually works now is, as I said, giving transformation. So rather than giving away free like ebooks that people can read, for example, you can script a business full VSL. You can script people's VSL for free and give it to them, and that's much more valuable because then they can actually apply it straight to their business and see results, see transformation. They don't have to think about anything themselves. They don't have to do anything. There's like no effort on their part. They just give you some information about their business, and you write an entire VSL script for them and just give it to them for free. You can also ask people for what are their most common objections on sales calls, and then you can actually handle them for them, give the objection handles, and just give it to them for free. And of course, there are many more things that you can do on the transformation side. And then the last example that I have is that you could give people a prompted GPT all for free. So you could create a GPT that creates banging marketing material. It writes all your scripts, it writes your hooks, it creates your organic video outlines, for example. It creates all your like marketing stuff. So you could give that GPT that you have created for free to people, and that also creates a transformation because then prospects and all your leads can actually use your GPT and get results for themselves using your stuff. So they don't have to like think themselves. They don't have to read through your 5-page ebook trying to find something that they can actually use in their business, something valuable. No. You will actually create stuff specifically for them that they can instantly implement for their business. That's what's working in 2025. The second reason is that they are very, very generic and they're not personal at all. This is pretty close to what I just talked about, but in like 2018 when lead magnets or these kind of lead magnets came out, a pretty common one was maybe 7 tactics to increase ROAS, and so many, like very many people actually downloaded that and used the 7 tactics and got some results. But that doesn't fly anymore in 2025 because everyone else also has an ebook about how to increase your ROAS and all of this kind of stuff. If you want to actually stand out and actually get prospects great results, you need to be personal. You need to give personal advice. So what you could give out is, for example, get 3 actionable steps to fix your business ROAS. So you could have a form where you ask people like all the necessary information that you need, and then based on their answers, you can give them tactics and tips on how to improve their unique ROAS. Because I mean, like some people may have a bad hook, some people may have a bad headline, Some people may have a bad funnel after the ad. But if you just give away a lead magnet with the 7 best tactics to increase ROAS, then you will just have all the different like solutions that you could have. But if you give a personal lead magnet based on people's like unique business, then you can give exact solutions that people need for their business. And if I would be running ads, for example, and my hook was perfect, my headline was perfect, but my ROAS was still bad, it's maybe because my funnel is very bad after the ad. But if I then download a lead magnet about how to increase my ROAS, and the 2 first tips are about my headline and my hook, then that's not like, it's not that valuable for me, because I'm reading and learning stuff that I'm already good at, that I don't need. I gave my email and phone number or a name to get stuff that I don't need. But if you get personal stuff, then you get only the things that you actually need, and you get them like personal for you, so they actually work better for your business. Because even if some tips would be helpful for you, but you need to still like think, how do I implement this to my unique situation? But if someone else does that for you, the thinking, then it's much more valuable for you. Then the third reason is that they attract freebie seekers. So the more like generic your lead magnets are, the more freebie seekers will download it. And the reason for that is that most freebie seekers are, like pretty beginners, or like they are like starting out. And if you give like very like broad and generic stuff about, what do I say, how to attract dream clients, then well, all beginners, all freebie seekers, everyone wants to attract dream clients. But if you give actionable value, then you will attract prospects who actually use it. Because if you give like a VSL script to people, then only people who actually are going to use the VSL script, who actually have a VSL page, are going to opt in. Because no one who's just starting out, or don't even know what a VSL is, or don't even have a funnel yet, they won't want to opt in, or they're not even attracted by your VSL script, because there's no use for it for them. But if you give these like generic, broad like tips and tricks, then you will attract the freebie seekers. But if you give specific, actionable stuff, then you will only attract people who are like experienced people, who actually are in the game. So yeah, then we get to the fourth reason, and that is that they are not valuable, or they take too much time or too much money to fulfill. So I have this table right here, where we have not valuable, valuable, takes time or money to fulfill, and infinitely scalable. So a lead magnet could be, a generic event, an event about how to start your agency if you sell to people who want to start a business. Well, yeah, you will get leads, you will get people to watch the event, but the events, if they're very generic and not specific, they are not that valuable, because you will actually have to think so much yourself to actually be able to apply anything to your situation, and it also takes up a lot of your time, because you need to actually run the event, and it also usually takes money to fulfill. You have to pay your team, your marketing team, your content production team, and all of that. And then we have these 5-page PDFs that I talked about before. And as I have already said many times, they are not that valuable, but they are infinitely scalable. You can create a 5-page PDF once, and you can then hand it out to as many people as you want. You can give it to 1 million people, 5 people, 10 million people. It doesn't matter. It's infinitely scalable. Then we get to lead magnets that are valuable, but they take time or money to fulfill. So you could give free consultations to people, and they are very valuable. So you could be marketing a free 1-hour consultation for your, let's say, fitness training, fitness coaching, and that is very, very valuable for prospects, because I mean they get expert advice for an hour, 30 minutes, or whatever, all for free. But it takes up a lot of your time, or then you have to pay someone else. So it takes a lot of money as well. So then the question becomes, what is very, very valuable but also infinitely scalable? And that's what I'm going to come to right now. So this is what is in the perfect square and works right now in 2025. So this is what I call a personalized lead magnet. So how this works is that this works pretty much the same as a normal lead magnet, but it is personalized. So it starts with an opt-in page, as all other lead magnet pages, even the ones that give out 5-page PDFs, for example. So, but the difference is that on a normal lead magnet opt-in page, you only ask name, email, and maybe phone number, and then you give them the lead magnet. But in this case, on the opt-in page, you ask personal questions that and you have a survey, a quiz survey, where you want to ask people about their situation. So my personal lead magnet is for coaches, consultants, agencies. So questions that I ask are, what's your current monthly revenue, how much you spend on ads each month, and then once people give information about their business, I can then create a lead magnet for their unique situation. It's like a consultation, but all automated. So imagine 1 hour consultation call. Well, the first 30 minutes are just me asking questions about their business, so that I can understand and actually help them. But now I ask all the questions automated. So then, based on people's answers to the questions, will they then receive a personalized lead magnet? And how does that work? How do I do this all automated? Well, what you want to do is, after the type form, you want to send all the prospects' answers to an N8N automation, where you have an LLM. I use OpenAI GPT, but you could use Gemini or Claude or anything else. But what you want to do is you want to have a prompted LLM. So, for example, if we take the same example as before, if you would give out a scripted VSL for people, then you would have your opt-in page right here. Then you would guide people to your form, where you would ask information about their business. So you could ask, what is your business? What niche do you sell to? Then you could have, you don't only have to have these multi-choice questions. You can also have open-ended questions. So you could also ask people to describe their business in 10 sentences. And then you could take all those answers that people give, send them to an N8N automation, to GPT, where you have your perfect VSL like outline or like structure, and then the GPT creates a VSL script based on your structure and the information that it received from the prospect. And then it will automatically send the script to the prospect's email that they put in the form. And the trick here is that you want to obviously give out something to prospects that is made with this automation with GPT, and that could be like this VSL script. But you want to also give something that is pre-made by you, because they are a bit two different things. They are valuable in different ways. So I mean, this script is very valuable because they can implement it directly to their business and actually see results. But some people also want to read information, or like get some sort of consultation. So what you want to do is you want to create, like, let's say 5 pre-made lead magnets. So instead of each lead magnet having its own funnel, you give prospects one of these 5 lead magnets that suit their situation the most. So that way you can give advice. That way you can give a PDF, you can give a lead magnet that actually is useful for a prospect. Because if you have like a normal just lead magnet with the 7 tips to increase your ROAS, then there's maybe 1 tip that is useful for prospect and 6 that they already know. But now when people have given information about them, you know what they're struggling with and what they have under control. So you can give a lead magnet that solves only their problems. That way they don't waste their time. So now you may be wondering, how does all of this fit into one cohesive, client acquisition system, to one like cohesive funnel? Well, I've created another video on exactly this topic, and I will leave it in the description below. But also, if you have any questions about any of this, I will also leave my Instagram in the description below. So just feel free to shoot me a DM, and I will be more than happy to help you out. See you in the next one.